Kaitlyn Siragusa's attackers came under the cover of darkness, guns drawn with one demand.
Just do it!
Nike? No, all kidding aside, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was Denver, Colorado. This is the same shit we see out here where there are people literally breaking into apartment complexes, robbing people at gunpoint. But this one has a twist on it. Check this out.
Oh!
They point the gun at me from the hallway, and they tell me to stand up. And so I'm freaking out, and I'm standing up, and there's a chair over here. And so they kind of just all come towards me, because there's 3 of them, and they corner me into the chair. And that's when they start, like, pistol whipping me.
As you're wondering, right, she's, like, fixing her hair. But listen, she's an OnlyFans, like I guess really big in the industry. But what she did was she made a mistake. She talked about at some point, what should she do with her crypto? Thieves then took the idea to actually go and rob this person. This being said, shut your mouth about your wealth when you talk about it online. Like, you never know who's watching, you never know who's plotting against you. If anything like this has happened to you, leave a comment below. Let's get the conversation going.
You know, asking where the crypto is, holding me at gunpoint.
He told me I grow a garden just like a surf.
Siragusa is a famous streamer and OnlyFans model known to her millions of followers as Amouranth. And while she's no crypto kingpin, she believes that a tweet 9 months earlier alluding to her investments in crypto is what prompted the attack.
So you're sitting there and the 3 of them are like around you like this sort of.
Yeah.
Masks on.
Oh, yeah.
Guns. And then one guy,
Yeah,
is it here?
he was on this side of me holding the gun to my head, and the other one was here hitting me.
What Siragusa's assailants didn't realize, the entire attack was being captured by surveillance cameras. And Kaitlyn wasn't alone. She called her husband Nick when the attack began, and he was listening to the entire frightening episode from another part of their home.
I got to hear kind of all the dialogue that was happening, and then even them hitting her. I'm running over here.
Shit, this makes you what? How big is their home? The other part of their home? Hey, maybe they do have some cheese. Wow.
I go to the little safe thing I have here, and I type in my code, and then it pops open. I grab the handgun, and then I slip this on, grab this, and then I'm rushing downstairs.
Fearing for her life, Siragusa decided to lead her attackers towards her husband.
So at this point you're up. Mm-hmm. What do you tell them?
People don't realize that a couple of years ago, when the administration came in, not this current one, but the one before, so Trump's first administration, gun registrations were off the charts. People ran and got guns because of what many thought would be civil war, civil unrest. And still to this day, a lot of people think that. So when you break into somebody's house, man, dude, if you're not going to pull that trigger, it's probably going to get pulled on you.
Like, oh, I remembered where it is. I'll take it to you to it. Like, it's so comical, honestly.
It's in the pool. It's not in the pool. Stop playing.
And so how does this is blood here?
Yes, that's from my hand bleeding after it was touching, my head dripped onto my hand.
Surveillance footage captured Siragusa sprinting across her driveway,
It's in here.
leading them to what she hopes is an ambush.
Go.
As soon as I turn the corner of these stairs, he's there, waiting at the top, and he tells me to get down, and I'm about like right here when I do. I just hug the side of the wall.
I fired 3 shots. I hit the guy once.
Hey, that grown man crying like a baby. I got shot. That should have never happened. I actually feel bad. I feel bad for everybody, right? Like, she should have never been put in that position to be at gunpoint, pistol whipped, told that you're going to be killed. That's a story in itself. My man over here defending his wife, like, that's like a husband's nightmare, having to do something like that, pulling out your gun and shooting, because you have no idea what the law, the repercussions. You're not even thinking at this point, but there is a possibility that you can actually go to jail, right? I know in Colorado you do this, man, that as soon as they turn their back and you shoot them, well, now you're in trouble. So there's all these things that are swirling through your mind about this, but wow. And then finally, the guy who actually got shot, crying like a baby. Wow.
In the lower abdomen area.
Attacks on prominent crypto holders have been growing. Police say in May, a man in New York was kidnapped, held hostage, and tortured for 3 weeks by men trying to gain access to his Bitcoin account. He escaped with his life beaten, bloody, and barefoot. That same month, in France, gunmen ambushed the daughter and grandson of a French cryptocurrency boss, attempting to abduct them off the streets of Paris in broad daylight. And it's not just the crypto elite being targeted. In 2023, an elderly couple in North Carolina was held hostage by 2 men posing as construction workers. They zip-tied the couple before threatening to cut off the man's toes, genitalia, and rape his wife before making off with more than $150,000 in cryptocurrency. Both men were convicted, and Justice Department officials say the ringleader is now serving 47 years in prison for his involvement in a series of similar attacks. The other is awaiting sentencing. Ari Redbord is the global head of policy for TRM Labs. They're a blockchain intelligence firm that tracks wrench attacks. They issued a report this year analyzing wrench attacks and identified 3 key factors contributing to their rise: the perceived anonymity and irreversibility of cryptocurrency transactions, the public visibility of wealth, and the ease with which personal information can be gathered online.
We've seen a spate of these recently, I think in part because you're seeing copycat type of activity. You know, one gang says, hey, we can do this, and then we can steal these funds and move them at the speed of the internet, and another kind of does the same.
So these are the bullet holes, actually. And there's their blood still, where they were bleeding from.
Because this is the blood from one of them being.
Yeah.
So these are still the bullet holes.
Yes. And some fragments.
Kaitlyn Siragusa and Nick Lee are now taking more precautions. They've hired private security and installed a 12-foot high steel fence around their property.
Stop playing! Stop playing!
As for her attackers, the man who was shot survived, and all have been arrested and charged in connection with the crime.
The crypto thing now there's a lot of concern over security for people who own crypto.
Yeah, I would say if you have crypto and you're public about it, definitely make sure you live somewhere where you can have a gun.
What a story, and clearly not
Hey, let's end it there. Oh my gosh, man. The world is becoming super dangerous, right? Like you can't even, it's hard to even have good things because now you're just a target. And maybe this has always been the case, but it just seems like, I don't know, it's just getting more. Or is it the media just sharing news faster? Give me your take. Subscribe to the channel.